see. Give me 1 second. Why is it not finding the game? There you go. Fit to the screen. Okay. That's done. Hello, welcome to Prognostic. English, that's fine. Are there no subtitles? Graphics settings. It wouldn't be here, but still. I like to check. Okay. I do need to change this. Wait, can I not change it? Okay, good. Oh, that's a weird way of doing it. Move backwards. Okay. This is fine. Good enough. Let's begin. All of the stories mentioned in the game are fictional and... Whoops, sorry. That was fast.
I have heard how my parents died. My brother and I were sitting in a locked bedroom and could only listen. We heard the knife stabs until their screams stopped. The police decided that our parents were accidentally killed during the robbery. I never believed it. In our neighborhood, no one had any money, especially immigrants like us. After a month in the orphanage, we were picked up by the only remaining relative in the States. A woman named Randolph. A medium. Our grandmother. Our mom never talked about her, and hid away her letters without opening them. I think that Mrs. Randolph thought that she cared about us. She taught us. I still remember rituals, prayers, and constant promises to reveal what happened to our parents. But later. It was always later. When will we be ready? My brother was the first one to escape. He joined the police force. I left her after. I, like my mother before, did not respond to her letters. They were just another promise to reveal some secret if I came back. When they stopped, I sighed with relief. Finally. A local lawyer visited us shortly after. Grandmother was killed, stabbed with a knife. They suspect a robbery. The voices of my parents came back, and they are not alone. Our town is eating itself. Death comes for our people, for my friends. I can't take it anymore. Grandmother was trying to understand what was wrong. She tried to tell us, and I'm starting to believe her. She solved crimes. She helped the police to find the perpetrators. I have to take her place. I have to go back to her house.
I'm sure that will go well. Prologue. Personal case. I don't know how long this game is, so this might not be one session. Oh. Okay, that... I have rods. Your brother is a police officer who needs your help. Every day he will send you a new crime case. Your goal is to solve it. You can use divination rituals to uncover new clues. Once you find the culprit, fill out the report and send it to your brother. Solve the test case to convince your brother to accept your help. Huh. Oh, that's a lot of cases. Okay. This is weird. Just about 5 hours. 7 hours and 30 minutes for 100%. Okay, I might split the game in two then. So, why did you come back? We've been watching this old woman go crazy through all our childhood, and now you want to take her place. What are you doing? Well, fine. You want me to help you? Then let's conduct a small test. Make an invocation to the souls of the dead and tell me, oh great seer, which of the neighborhood kids broke my window? I'll send you a description of them, just like the ones the old woman worked with. If you find out who did it, then we'll talk. One of them committed this terrible crime a couple of years ago, on December 14th at 1 in 1902. I live on the first floor, in an apartment at 2nd Meadow Street. And don't even think about deceiving me. I know who did it. I just want to test you out. Okay. A ritual candle. That's the one. I should read these first. Good diligent boy, but he fell in with bad company. So he's 13. Okay. Lives in a workhouse nearby, a very quiet and sullen young man. 14. The son of a single mother. He doesn't go to school, and during the day he works as a janitor in a bar. I appreciate his desire to help his mother, but this is not the place where a child should grow up. The son of the owner of a hairdressing salon. A very quarrelsome kid. 16. He doesn't look 16. Very active boy, constantly running around somewhere and doing something. He has a great future ahead of him, if he manages not to get into trouble before that. For now, I'm suspecting Andrew, but we'll see. Okay. Doors of all ritual rooms are marked with clues. Find a room with a wall map. It has a symbol of a compass. Can I read this? Instructions on how to establish and maintain contact with otherworldly allies. They will help you to answer your questions. Candle is necessary for each ritual. Any fortune telling is questions and answers, and the answers can be obtained only when there is one who can give you an answer. You cannot imagine what exactly had to be done to prepare this ritual. All you have to do is light a candle. The candle is a conductor. 1. It provides contact with the spirit world. Rituals only work while the candle is burning. Do I have a time limit? 2. As soon as the contact is established, the light of all the candles will change to blue. 3. As soon as the candle goes out, connection will be interrupted and rituals will become impossible. At this moment, all candles will change their light from blue to yellow. You can find spare candles next to the candlestick. Remove the extinguished one and light a new one to re-establish the connection. Okay, so I am on a timer. The art of search methods of finding. This method allows you to determine where people are located at any moment of time. Wait a sec. Oh no. Okay, so the rods, I have to change some controls. Dowsing. Let's go with E. Place the file of one of the suspects on the stand. It's located next to the map. Follow the instructions in the book. Okay. I'm gonna get confused very easily in this game, I feel. After specifying the date and hour, you can hover the divining rods over the map and find the right place when they'll cross. The search will help to confirm an alibi, find missing persons, or find out who were on the scene of the crime. Look at the city. It's full of blind people. Keep an eye on them. It's full of the weak. protect them. It is full of sinners. Punish them. In order to find a person, do the following. Make sure that the ritual candle is lit. Put the person's dossier next to the map. Choose the time of on the calendar, year, month, date, and hour. Okay. Let's start with Andrew. That's a very squeaky rat. So, 14th of December at 1. (1902), if I remember correctly. Yes. For hover divining rods over the map. The closer the rods, the closer the person. The rods will cross in the place where the person was. The rods will spin if the ritual candle has gone out. Place the flag on the right address in order to add a clue. Ah. It is going out. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're good. Okay. 9th Clover Street. 2nd Meadow Street, so it wasn't him. I'm looking for this place. Jake. Not him. Harrison? It was Harrison? Okay. After finding the culprit, you may return to the hallway and fill out the report. So it was Harrison Hawkins. Submit the culprit dossier. 2. Send a clue about his location. What do you mean, the clue? Can it be 2 people? I don't know. I doubt it. Zachary Morris. Send a clue. I don't get it. Place the flag on the right address in order to add a clue. Yeah, so I just put Harrison again, and what does that mean for the report? There's nothing I can do here. Do I have to take everyone else off? Close. Well, that's not really a clue. That's just you saying... Okay, never mind. Her methods are working. Who would have thought? Well, okay. If you're so anxious to find out what's wrong with our town, let's work on it together. That wasn't really a clue, but sure. That's just a statement. With no proof. But he already knew who the culprit was, so it's okay, I guess. Gift from God. I was allowed to take part in the preparation for a major court hearing. On the outskirts of town at 18th Barnhill Street lies the Fulton Farm, home for a close and deeply religious family. As it turned out, they were too religious. Earlier this year, one of them murdered their youngest relative in their own home, as a sacrifice. All of the Fultons now cover the murderer, but only one of them made the sacrifice. I don't even know who was in the house. Try using dowsing to find the murderer. Send the killer's dossier. Send his or her distinctive feature by using dowsing ritual on the victim. How do I send a distinctive feature of the killer from the dowsing from the victim? Send where the killer was during the murder. At the time of death is marked in the victim's dossier. Okay. Luke. That is if you believe in the occult. Yeah, well, clearly they do. I don't know much about Luke. I saw him a couple of times in the church. Calm and cheerful boy. It's a pity that everything turned out this way. Age is dead. Status victim. January 1st. Sorry. Oh, no, January 1 is the month. Okay. 8th of January 1904 at 11 o'clock. Luke's father. Awkward, absent-minded. Every part of his life is dictated by his parents. I've always felt sorry for him, but even compassion has its limits. You don't even have the date of birth for him. Alicia. Luke's mother. One of those people who can answer any question with a quote from scripture. Our senior detective thinks that she is very sorry about what happened, but it seems to me that she's disappointed not in their act, but in something else. 28. Annabelle Fulton. She's convinced that she is part of the world's first family of saints. How she came to this conclusion is not very clear. Conrad. The patriarch of the family. He was first who told us about the ceremony. He compared himself to Abraham. He said that they gave their greatest treasure to God. I noticed that he often averted his eyes during the interrogation. It looks like he's hiding something. Okay. What does this say? This is the same. Good to know. Is it here? This place is huge. So where is... Dowsing allows you to find out the feature of a killer. Find the room marked with the dowsing rod sign. I don't think it's this one, but... Let me check the other doors first. Okay. This is definitely not the dowsing rods. Is this to go outside? I guess it's those two doors. Fuck? Okay. Um. Place the victim's case on a stand. This ritual allows you to find out the distinctive feature of the killer's appearance. Follow the rods to find the right object in the house. You can use its hidden meaning to determine appearance of a person. After learning the appearance of the killer, you will be able to find him among the suspects. This ritual expands the holistic connections between a person and objects and allows you to look into soul from a distance. Now you have also seen the world of hidden meanings and beginning to forget about the material world. This is a mistake. The essence of people seeps through them, leaving its mark on what we own. Study this ritual. It will help you with your new duty, but most importantly, it will help you to understand. Put the victim's dossier on the stand. Oh. Jesus! Walk around the house. Okay. Over there. What is that noise? Memorize it. 10:03. What do you mean memorize it? Is there there's no memorize, so 10:04. I'm just gonna double check what's written on the book. And I should relight that candle. Show this man a vase, let him figure it out. Yeah. I'd like to imagine that the ghosts are playing charades with you. Oops. So. If the rods are starting to rotate, the ritual candle was extinguished. Okay. Find out the meaning of the item and mark the killer's feature on the nearby list. Item meanings. Clothing. The color of the clothes will tell you the color of the hair. Painting. Murderer has a tattoo. Clocks. Murderer is 30 years or older. Ah. So it's not the parents. Because he's 29. The mother is 28. So it's either Annabelle or Conrad. Murderer is 30 years or older. Okay. Whispers indicate that one of the mirrors has been opened. In the bathroom, clearly. Now you are on your own. Solve the case. Huh? The hell does that mean? Yes, I got that one, but... Ooh. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go down there at some point. What the fuck was the point of the mirror? I'm on my own. Love and hate the rave. Yeah, it's a bit disorienting. So can you still use the map? Probably. I should. Yeah, I think they did say. Don't even know who was in the house. So January 8th, 1904. What time? 11. Annabelle, where the fuck were you? Well, that was rude. 18th Barnhill Street. Ooh, she was at home. Okay. Conrad. He was not at home. Where the fuck was he? So it was Annabelle. Maybe it's a tutorial over for now. Probably. So, what are your features? Eye color green, gray hair. Gray. I don't know if I still need the candles lit for the report, but I'll do it just in case. The rave is horrible. So, it's in the killer's dossier. No. Okay, send where the killer was during the murder. Time of death is marked on the victim's dossier. Okay. I think that's enough. Do you need to put it in order? I don't know. Send the killer's dossier. That's done. Send his or her distinctive feature by using dowsing ritual on the victim. Send where the killer was during the murder. There you go. It should be fine. Okay. I heard something terrible today. I just heard a woman blaming her husband for not being able to kill his own grandson. Annabelle had to do it herself to appease the voice of God. This case gave me an idea about death of our grandmother. The strikes of different people should be different, right? I studied the autopsy results of our grandma and found a couple of oddities. Each stab was weaker than the previous one. In the course of the struggle, such a clear pattern is impossible. The direction of the blows also doesn't match up. They are too similar and weird. Knife strikes were aimed at the chest area and the blade was directed not upwards or downwards, but almost perpendicular to the body. Maybe she was killed in her sleep and the whole robbery was staged? If so, then someone was trying to disguise premeditated murder. Who wished her death? I will try to find the last people she spoke to. Tough lesson. Okay. Are you sure everything is alright? I know that at night you are busy helping me, and during the day you try to open new rooms in the house, but there is a limit to everything. Maybe your hallucinations with mirrors are just a reaction to a lack of sleep? Do me a favor and go to rest as soon as you finish this case. A local school teacher died of a heart attack right in the middle of the church. This case would not interest us if the headmistress of the same school had not died of a heart attack at the exact same hour. Do you want to know about another coincidence? The headmistress corresponded with our old woman for the last several years. Autopsy has shown that they were poisoned an hour before their death. Find out who did it. Great. Man, who could want the ghost detective grandma dead? Everyone. Everyone she screwed over. Aaron Kelly, a teacher in a public school. He died of a heart attack in front of his wife while they were attending church. Okay. Florence Barr, headmistress of the school. She experienced coronary symptoms while she was in the shoemaker's shop. Shoemaker called for help, but by the time the medic arrived, Miss Barr had already died. Tristan. In his homeland, Mr. Kinnock worked as a doctor. When he arrived here, he managed to get a job only as a school janitor. He started a family in our town. Tristan is a proud Irish, so he often has problems with the locals. His son attended our local school in Mr. Kelly's class, but stopped due to personal differences with other kids. I think that this is only part of the story, and it is worth taking a closer look at it. Okay. Diana Kelly. Diana is Mr. Kelly's wife. She works as a science teacher at the same school. She's the daughter of an apothecary, so she may understand a thing or two about poisons. In addition, it was rumored that her husband was having an affair with the headmistress, so Diana had not only the opportunity, but also the motive. Okay, but why would she kill the headmistress if she was having an affair? Truly trust no one, not even yourself. Yep. Unfortunately, he is my neighbor. He was expelled from the local school, a great achievement considering who continues to study here. Mr. Byrne continued to hang out with his old friends. He bragged to them that he would punish those who kicked him out. Molly Parker. Miss Parker is obsessed with her daughter's success, and that's all you need to know about her. She often quarreled with Mr. Kelly because he refused to raise her daughter's annual grade. The headmistress, Miss Barr, supported him on this. I know that doesn't look like a motive for murder, but it could have been enough for Miss Parker. Okay. So, we don't have an address. This might be a bit more complicated. Let's start with Mr. Kelly. Here. A toy. What was the toy again? We only know that they died an hour after being poisoned, but we don't know. Oh, actually. Died at 1, so at noon he was poisoned. So. Toys. The color of the toy shows in the color of the murderer's eyes. So the dinosaur was green, right? You have green eyes. You have green eyes. Blue. Green. So that just rules out Spencer. Was it green? Let me double check. It might have been blue. I didn't properly memorize. It is green. Okay, so that rules out Spencer. Fuck you too. That rules out Spencer. Florence, what about you? Eye color green. Oh, I can open them. Clothing. What is... The color of the clothes will tell you the colors of the hair. Well, that was brown, kind of, right? Brown, brown, black. Okay. So it's either Tristan or Diana. Jeez. So I have to go and check the mirror? No, there's no whispers. Maybe I should just in case. Oh. I'll ignore it, I'm sure it's fine. Tristan. Where were you? January 28th, 1904. Where were you, mister? Ah, fuck. Oh. Okay. Hi, hello, I have come to change... There. Change the matches. So, where were we? Nowhere Road, 7th. Is there... He died of a heart attack in front of his wife while they were attending church. Where is the church? Does it say? Dead? Oh. No, it doesn't tell me what is the church and what is a house. Okay. Shoemaker. Headmistress of the school. She experienced coronary symptoms. How am I supposed to know where the shoemaker and the church is? Diana, where were you? Wrong time. Oh yeah. Wait. 13. No, they died at the exact same time. That was the thing. That's why they were interested in the case. January 28th, 1904. Hold on. Poisoning was 12. True. Thing is, I still need to know when... where the church and the shoemaker's place was. Diana, where were you? Rutland Road. Hello, Squeaky Rat. The perpetrator and the victims had to be in the same place. Okay. So, let me check the victims. That is true. Oh. She was at the same place of the janitor. They were both there. It's the janitor. Okay, send the killer's dossier. Tristan. Clues. Mark where the killer was during the poisoning. The perpetrator. Send 2 of his features by using dowsing on 2 victims. Two of his features. That's what we did, yeah. What do you mean? I put the features on. It was brown hair and green eyes. How do you... I don't know. Well, that was bullshit. Do I have to do that again? Yes, good. Does it change the case, though? Let's try again. Yeah, but the clue was on the right side, and it does that automatically. Those were the only ones I had. I didn't fucking light it. Did I? I didn't. This is bullshit. Okay, Aaron. Is it the dino again? It is the dino. Okay. I'll survive. So, toys. Color of the eyes. Green. Moving on. Florence. You were at the closet. Brown clothing. Clothing represented hair. Can you select it somehow? No. Clothing, color of the clothes will tell you the color of the hair. Brown, that's fine. The only... Hold on. Okay, so maybe... Oh, it counted the mirror. Right, so if I put Tristan... What it... Candle. Okay, so I should have checked everyone on the list, basically. Candle rods are silent. Dowsing rods are silent. And that marks the clue. Oh, well, that's... Fuck off. There's a dog? So, at 12:28. Why did I go this way? 28th of January? Aaron, you were here. Florence, you were here. Tristan, you were here. So now, what? Huh? Tristan. Mark where the killer was during the poisoning. So this. Send 2 of his features by using dowsing on 2 victims. Why is it? Okay, sure. God damn it. What the fuck are you talking about? That makes no sense to me. Speedrun. So, Aaron, let's fucking go. Dinosaur, green. Green eyes. Okay. Florence. Is it still brown clothing? Yes, there's nothing else here. Brown hair. Okay, why are you... Hold on. Hair color brown. He has green eyes. Think the dino is blue because the candle is orange. What? It is clearly green. I think red is a wrong clue. That doesn't... Huh. The killer has green eyes. This is the clue we get from Aaron. Killer has brown hair. This is the clue from Florence. Which matches for him. Hair color brown. Diana, same thing. Spencer has blue eyes, so he's not a suspect. Molly has black hair, so she's not a suspect. So is her clue... See, I don't get why her clue is clothing, and it says that clothing dictates the color of the hair. So why would it nullify the eyes? Could be the file thing, maybe. Yeah, that could be it. Let me just do this again. Okay. Now Florence. So we have these two. Now, both of them died at the same time. January 28th at 12. This case would not end. Okay. So, Diana, we know, was here. Aaron, same place as Florence. And Tristan. You know what, just in case I'm gonna do the others. He was there as well, but wrong eye color. She was here as well, wrong hair color though. Oh. Okay, so Tristan, killer dossier. Mark where the killer was during the poisoning. So it's this one. Send 2 of his features by using dowsing. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. Thank you. Mr. Kinnock told the investigator about how the school treated his son. The teachers did their best to make him quit the school. This Irish boy should know his place and other nonsense you'll hear in old families. It all ended with the teacher persuading other children to beat him up. It worked too well, and now this boy will not be able to walk. Ooh. Mr. Kinnock said that his son's future was taken away from him and he couldn't bear it. I won't say that I condone his decision, but I understand him. The connection with our old woman turned out to be a dead end. It turns out that she was in active correspondence not only with the headmistress, but with several professors throughout the country. They discussed some scientific issues. I will study her letters and report the result later. So I'm just staying in the same house. Day 3, working disagreements. Guess I am. An old policeman asked us for help. He used to work with our grandma, but stopped after the police cut all ties with her. If we help him, he will tell us why. This interested me, so I decided to agree. The case itself is solved. Mr. Bones, a sailor dismissed from the Navy, quarreled with his new employer over money and killed him during a scuffle. Okay. He threw the body into the basement of some abandoned house. Bones' confession is already on my desk. The problem is that the murder took place at night, and Bones was drank, so he has absolutely no memory in which cellar the body lies. The relatives of the murdered man asked to find the body for a burial. Determine the hour of death and find where the victim and Mr. Bones were at the time of the murder. If you succeed, this cop will tell us something new about our old woman. Okay, so here's the killer. Colin Bones is a former sailor. How is he a former sailor? He's 16. The fuck? Bones met Mr. Sharp while serving in the Navy. According to a neighbor's testimony, Mr. Bones came to work on January the 2nd drunk. Mr. Sharp took him out of the store and they went somewhere else. During the interrogation, Mr. Bones admitted that he attacked Mr. Sharp and hid his body in the basement of a nearby abandoned house. He couldn't remember exactly where it happened. Aaron Sharp. Mr. Sharp was the owner of a small bookstore on Barnhill Street. Recently, he decided to expand and hired a young assistant named Colin Bones. Witnesses claim that they often argued, especially recently. Okay. So we only have a date of death. Interesting. The Wheel of Thanatos will help you find out the exact time of death. It is located on the first floor. Why, thank you. How do I get up there? Oh, first floor is in ground floor. Okay. Place the victim's case on a stand. In order to determine the hour, day, and month of death, do the following. Make sure that the ritual candle is lit. Put the victim dossier on the stand. Determine the zodiac sign of the victim by using the table on the next page. Okay. July. I can't see shit. Thank God for the Zoom. So, 11th of July. Water Cancer. Okay. Turn the Wheel of Thanatos so that the black arrow points to the zodiac sign of the person. This is horrible. What? Oh, I'm gonna hate this. So. But it says the black arrow. Okay. Identify the key letter of the first name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. Water. The key letter of the name. The last letter of the name. But of his first name or his last name? Okay. Last name. So the last letter of the name. N. And his last name. If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. Wrong arrow too. Well, it said the black arrow. This is the black one. This one I have no clue what it's for. So, last letter of the name. N. NP? What the fuck do you want? Oh, it's broken. Why was it broken? Oh, okay. I was moving the wrong one. So, It should be NP. Open the Chaldean table on the next page. Determine the key number for key letter of the name. N. Five, 8. Turn the wheel of Thanatos so that the red arrow points to the key number of the name. Red arrow. 5. Identify the key letter of the last name. Depends on the element. I did say 8. Blue arrow points to the key number of the surname. Blue. Okay, add a clue using the calendar. The moon icon means that the death happened in the morning. Okay. Well, sun icon. The moon icon shows that it happened in the evening, so I need to add 12 to the hour of the wheel. I fucking hate this. Where's the icon? Where the fuck am I Huh? Could not do something more simple, could you? The numbers changed, like the... Where the fuck am I supposed to see the icon? Gee, I wish I knew. Yeah, the flame. This does nothing. Yeah, probably. That was rude. Is that same place? Oh, the numbers go back to... Okay. That's why. So it happened in the morning. At 1 in the morning? Who's whispering? This one? What? The fuck? Is this a time limit thing? I'm not sure. So this happened in the morning. There's 1. And the Date is 1904, yes. Why would 11 be the hour? Too many details. Oh my. Hi, Grandma. No, so the month is the 1st. Day. Eight. Thanks, Blackie. But there's too many details. This thing is unnecessarily complicated. The fuck? Okay. What do you mean that's wrong? Hour 11. Well, it's in the morning. Yes. I only add 12 hours on the wheel if it's the other icon. So 11 in the morning. Day is the 8th. Month is the 1st. How is that wrong? I don't know where the knocking was. Can I actually die in this game? Means the name letters might be wrong. Yeah. Let's try this again. Determine the zodiac sign of the victim by using the table on the next page. Zodiac sign. He is born July 11th, which is Cancer, water. That is fine. Black arrow points to the zodiac sign of the person. That is it. Let me double check. Okay. The key letter of the first name depends on the element as described on the next page. Walter. The last letter of the name is an N. Turn the wheel of Thanatos with the red arrow points to the key number of the name. N is 5, so I don't see why that was wrong. Identify the key letter of the last name. Wait. The last letter of the name, N, so it's 5. I might have gotten the last name wrong. If the surname has identical letters, I don't know if it means identical at the end or not, because if I have to count A, then the surname has identical letters, Then the key letter of the surname is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. So if they're saying... Shut up. If it's because there's an A in Sharp and in Aaron, then maybe I have to count. If not, then it's the first one. I'll try going with S. S would be... Because I went with P and it was 8, so I did 5, 8, but with S, 3. Oh, hi. Hi, Grandma. Goodbye. I probably shouldn't look at you too much. This fucking thing. Can I help you? Doesn't care. So we said S is 3. So the blue arrow is she closer? Okay. So it was the evening. Okay. Month is still the 1st. Day is the 2nd. Hour. The moon icon shows that it happened in the evening. So you need to add 12 to the hour of the wheel. Can I put midnight? Is that it? There you go. Okay, so this was at midnight. The problem is that the murder took place at night. Oh, he did say it was at night. And Bones was... There's too many details. The relatives of the murdered man. Okay, so now I can just use the map and check where the fuck they were. January 2nd. Okay. Mr. Colin, Meadow Street. Okay. It is done. We checked the place you indicated and found the body, so our new friend agreed to tell us about his work with our grandma. Previously, she was often approached by local officers and she helped them without any charge. It all ended because of the last case. She's found for them one particularly brutal gang, but they were released because of the personal order of Judge Brooks. The next day, all 12 criminals shot themselves. They say that the last of them was muttering something before his death. It was something about the voice of God calling them from beyond. The police didn't work with our old woman after that. Weird. Sins of the past. The whole city knows about this case. In 1882, smugglers on a run from the Rangers hid in a house on the outskirts of the town, at 1 Southway Road, and killed local shepherd and his family. The case was closed many years ago. Now part of that gang has decided to move back to our town. I've already found them, and I know that almost all members of the gang were involved in that case. I don't need your help to find the guilty. On the opposite, send me the names of those who were not in that house in 1882, in the day of murder. They will go to jail. The rest of them will meet the gallows. Send the dossiers of those gang members who did not participate in the murder. They were not at the crime scene at the hour of murder during the massacre of 1882. Okay, so I'm guessing Zachary was the shepherd? Yes. He and his family were massacred in 1882 when a gang hiding from persecution broke into their house. Many of those thugs have since gained influence. This year they came to the city as if they own it. He just joined the gang during that year. He was described by the witnesses as a frightened kid. Now he is one of the most brutal hired guns in the state. Jamie Webb. One of the most violent women I have ever met. She single-handedly organized several robberies, all with a huge number of victims. She has settled down a little and now prefers to leave blood on the hands of others. Jackson Burns. He was involved in bribing of the police and authorities in order to get his friends out of prison. He has tried to clean his reputation in recent years. Dexter. In his youth he was a womanizer, but now he confesses his love only to a bottle. He lives in the pubs and drinks until he forgets. I think that he has a lot of things that he wants to forget about. The only member of the gang who has been doing the same thing all these years. He focuses on cattle stealing. Mr. Perez worked on the south, so locals don't really know him. Okay. So in 1882, just not to confuse myself any further, 1882. And we do not have... Okay. It is definitely another Thanatos wheel. Yay. Is the mirror still broken? Possibly. But I think they're both... Yeah, unless I hear the whispers, they will just have the cloak on. The sheet on. Okay. May 29th of May. So Gemini Air. What was the Gemini symbol? Okay. Okay. Black one towards Gemini. We have lots of rats in this house. Key letter of the first name. Air. The third letter of the name or the first, if the name has less than 3 letters. Zachary. Third letter of the... Okay, so it's the third letter. C. That's a 3, and it was the red arrow. Three. If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, yes, then the key letter of the surname is the 5th one. Okay. So it's I. 1. No, thank you. Okay. So month 11. Let's see if the mirror is broken. It's not. The mirror repairs itself every day. Good to know. So month 11. Day the 20th. Hour. Oh, but this is in the evening. So 16. Does that really count as evening though? Incorrect. What do you mean? Oh, right, the year. 1882. Wait, let me... What the fuck is going on? It was 1882, right? Yes. Okay, we're good. So. November 11th, 20th. Now, Edward, where were you? He was there. Jamie, she was there. Jackson was not. Where the fuck were you? Out of town. There's... okay. Jackson was out of town. Is there any way for me to pin this? Do I not get a... Okay, Jackson was out of town. Dexter was in there. Julio was not. Out of town. Wait. Damn it. What? That's rude. Okay, so these two were both out of town. Those gang members who did not participate in the murder. Jackson and Julio. Well done. We still visit them tonight. Still, it's strange that they came back here after so many years and take the risk of being executed. They are not the only ones, though. We've already arrested several wanted criminals who suddenly just showed up in our town. The new judge is tired of signing death sentences. It seems to me that we began to attract all kinds of madmen. Yeah, this town is fucked up, it seems. Party killer. I'm solving crimes all in the same house. Suicide town, yeah. I couldn't understand all of these terms and formulas from her letters, so I asked a local professor for help. It turns out that in his youth he studied with our old woman at the university. She had a science degree. Who would have thought? Unfortunately, this gentleman's family suffered a tragedy. His granddaughter was killed. She and her fellow students threw a 3-day party at 6 Barnhill Street, and after walking away from the hangover, they found her already cold body. The murder took place in October 1904, but we do not know the exact day. I saw how our grandmother was able to establish a connection between the killer and the victim using tarot cards. If you repeat this ritual and find the killer, the professor will help us with letters. Great. Another mechanic. A connection between the victim and his killer on the 2nd floor. Hi, hello. Could I have some light? Thank you. Over here? Yes. I need more light than this. Okay. I'm not going to read the amazing picture. Okay, make sure that the ritual candle is lit. Put the victim dossier on the stand. I didn't even read them. She was a student. She came to her sister's birthday party. The guests thought that she had left early, but 3 days later, her body was found in the basement with a stab wound. Too many knife killings have been happening in the town lately. I barely managed to get her to talk. The girl was heartbroken. She adored her sister. And guess what? You have something in common. She is fond of fortune-telling. He was a brother of the victim and lived with her. He claims that he left the party on the first day. Other witnesses could not confirm this. The fiancé of Selena Dean. He was the one who found the body. The guy was clearly shocked. Victor Sanders, the victim's neighbor. Their families are in strained relations because of the ongoing dispute over the land borders. He himself claims that he had no problems with Rebecca. Okay, so. Shuffle the deck until its images shine with light. Yeah. How? Okay. Watch. Start opening the cards one by one. The world. Watch out for the death card. If you see it, do not open further. Shuffle again and start from the beginning. Okay. Temperance. The Chariot. The fuck? Oh well. Keep opening cards until you draw the Justice 11. Okay. Strength. I need justice. Okay. Oh, damn. Is it downstairs? Yeah. Open and memorize one final card after that. Okay. The Tower, 16. Find out the meaning of the card and mark the connection between victim and the killer on the nearby list. The murderer is part of the family. Oh shit. So it's either the brother or the sister. But the brother claims to have left on the first day and no one could confirm, so it's most likely him. The fuck? Must have been the wind. Okay, so the tower, 16. The murderer is part of the family. Okay. Add the connection between victim and the killer into your clues. Good to know. Now what? We need to know the day as well. So, wait, do we have her? We do have the date of birth, so that's another Thanatos wheel. I mean, the day and the hour of the murder. No. September 9th. uh, 24th of September, so Libra Air. This one. Okay. Third letter of the name. B. B is 2. What is going on? What am I supposed to do? Huh. So, B is 2. No, it's the red one. But I will double check. Yes. If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, there are not. Then the key letter. If not, it's the last one. So N. N is 5. So month is the 10th, we knew that. October. Fucking hell. Oh, hi. Hour 2 at evening. 2 plus 2, 14. Huh, that makes no sense. Oh, so they're just counting afternoon? Day the 5th. No, is it 1904 that she died? Yes. Okay. Wait, we already know where she was. It was 6 Barnhill Street. Let me check the Selena. I don't think it's her. Barnhill Street. She wasn't there. Where were you? Wait. Oh no, it's counted as Highfield. Okay. She was there. What's that noise? No. So she was there. Are you telling me the brother actually wasn't there? He wasn't. It's the sister. So send the killer's dossier. Mark and send where he was at the hour of the murder. Send the result of the victim's tarot reading. Okay. So it was the sister. Selena. At the hour of the murder. And then the tarot reading is this one. What do you mean? All right. I didn't change the date. There's too much stuff to think about in this game. Speed run. I wonder if the tarot reading stays the same. It should. Rebecca. The Empress. Yes, please. Could you? Thank you. Justice. Okay. Open and memorize one final card. It's the tower, right? It's still the tower. The murderer is part of the family. We said it was Libra air. B was 2. What? No. Not the black one, the red one. It's the last one. N was 5. Okay, why is this month 10th? We know that. Day 5th. Hour 2 plus 12. Yeah, it was 14. And the date of the death is 1904. No. Oh no, is it upstairs? It's upstairs. Fuck. Cease and desist. Are there more candles I can light? Thank you. This one doesn't. Okay, so 1904 on the 10th at 14, and the day was the 5th. Okay. Fucking. I'm trying to do my job here. As much as I suck at it. Hi, Grandma. Leave me be. Okay, Selena. She was there. Jacob. He wasn't. I was still correct. Okay, Selena. Clue. Where he was at the hour of the murder. Result of the victim's tarot reading. We're good. I put a little pressure on her during the interrogation and she began to sing. I thought that she did it out of jealousy, but there was something else. Only during the interrogation she mentioned where she heard about the betrayal of her groom and her sister. In a dream. Oh. This professor lost his second granddaughter. I personally came to arrest her. And yet he kept his word. During her university years, our grandma came up with an insane theory of what she called consciousness transmission. This is the assumption that thoughts and feelings live in some kind of invisible field that can affect people. Judging by her last letters in recent years, she has come to the conclusion that even the thoughts of diseased people can emit these residual waves. If I didn't know that your fortune-telling works, I would consider these records to be absolute nonsense. Maybe the professor's granddaughter heard something from beyond? Day 6. Oh God. Street justice. This time I sent you an example of a crime that no one wants to solve. One couple terrorized residents of a small neighborhood. They carried out armed robberies and intimidated witnesses after. The locals couldn't do anything about it because the girl's father is, let's say, he's quite an influential person. It all ended badly. The couple was killed. Amelia at the end of 1903 near the house at 7 Glower Street. Experts say that they were shot from the same revolver. Oh, Lucas in September 1904. Okay. Experts were... At the end of 1903. So almost a year apart. Basically a year apart, yeah. Experts say they were shot from the same revolver. The locals refuse to testify. Maybe they deserved it, but if we don't arrest the culprit, their friends will come to the neighborhood and we will have a lot more victims on our hands. So Grandma's haunting us on purpose, yes. Apparently. So we need a date for her. And for him. Died in 1903, ambitious, bold, and petty. Why does she look like Kristen Stewart? She was the one who chose the shops and businesses that she and her husband would rob. She called herself the queen of the town and behaved accordingly. She was killed first. 3 shots to the chest. Her own gun was in her hand. You must understand how much she was hated. The body lay on the street for several days until a patrolman found it. During this time, none of the neighbors or witnesses contacted the police. Yeah, she seems to be a big piece of shit. He used to be a petty troublemaker, but under the guidance of his second half, he began to act much more wisely. Not a single accusation against them ever reached court due to the lack of evidence, and a little help from the girl's father. When we reported that we could not find the killer, he flew into a rage. One evening, visitors of the bar heard him say that soon the locals would regret about what they did and that he already stocked himself up with guns. His body was found the next day. Okay. During the nights she works as a waitress in a local bar. She was one of the few friends of Amelia Walker. They had a quarrel after Amelia became jealous of her boyfriend. The owner of a barber shop. She claimed that she was robbed by Lucas Walker last year after a quarrel with his wife. There were no witnesses to this, so the police could not do anything. Thomas Hunt, he is a handyman. He was working part-time in a fishing shop at the time when Lucas Walker trashed that place. Primary school teacher, we don't know what caused the conflict, but in the police archive there is a statement from Mr. Price that a month before his death, Lucas ambushed him at the door of the house and beat him up. Cherry, janitor, moonlights as a cleaner in several shops. Several witnesses saw him quarreling with Walkers, but the reason for the quarrel remained unknown. Okay. Well, we need dates of death for both of them. Amelia. 13th of August. Leo, fire. That's the one. First letter of the name. A is 1. If the surname has identical letters, there's an A and an E and an L, then the key letter of the surname is the first one. W. 6. Okay. Okay, so 13. Month 7. Day 3rd. 1903. Yes. No? Hold on. Hour plus 12, 13. Day 3. Month 7. So I must have fucked up with the name. 13th of August, that is correct. Shut up. Fire, Leo. That's fine. So A. I think I messed up with the second one. If this, then the key letter of the surname. It is 6, isn't it? No. The identical letters might be first and last. If not, it's the last one. I'll just try with R. 2. So they're both... No. So day 28th, month 1. Oh. Weird. These spirits are rude. Lucas. 5th of October. Libra Air. That's the symbol, right? Yes. Okay. The third letter of the name, or the first, if the name. Okay. If the name has less than 3 letters, that's not the case. So, third letter. C. 3. If there are more than 5 letters in the surname, yes, there are. And the key letter, the 5th one, E. E5. So month is the 9th. Day is the 6th. And the okay, 20. And the date is 1904. Okay. Tarot readings. Fuck. Downstairs. Oh. Be gone. The house is more theirs than yours, even more of how much your grandma talked with them. Yeah. Fair point. Okay, so. The Fool. Come on. The Empress. The Star. The Devil. Justice. Okay. Next one is important. Oh, jeez. What am I looking for? There's no mirror I have to get rid of. Is this just a survival thing? Do I just... Someone is opening doors. I think it might actually be a survival thing. Ah, fuck, my candles. Can't see anything, I'll be honest. I can barely. Grandma, tell your friends to stop being a nuisance. Pretty please. So, what was my card? Judgment. Judgment is 20. The murderer seeks justice. Oh. Okay. Lucas. Oh. Don't mind if I do then. The Emperor 4. The killer's a man. Be gone. Okay, so the killer is a man. Thomas Hunt, so it could be part-time. When Lucas Walker trashed that place. Okay. He quarreled with both of them. Lucas is involved only with these two. Amelia, there's no mention with Matthew and Thomas. Okay. So, first death, January 1st, 28th. I don't know why I said first. The first is just for the number of the month. 1903 at 13. Oh, we don't need... I don't think I need her. Jerry, where were you? Did they say where they found her? Yes. Near house 7 Glower Street. He was there. Okay, let's put in his date of death, September. No, I'm confusing things. During the night. Uh, 1904, in a local shop, 4 Glower Street. Yeah, I'll do them last, the victims. September, so 9/6/1904. Should be good. 4 Glower Street. There's no way it's not him. Matthew Price, where were you? He was at school. Why the fuck were you at the school? Or the church? Oh. The fuck? Hi. Hold on, so Send the killer's dossier. Jerry. Send where he was at the hour of the first murder. First murder at 13 on January 28th, 1903. Glower Street. Send where he was at the hour of the second murder. Huh. Send the result of victims' tarot reading. The killer is a man. I don't... But there's only one... There's no possibility for two killers on this dossier, so I'm gonna go with this, but it's weird that Thomas was at Lucas's place with Jerry when he died. Of the it doesn't specify which. The murderer seeks justice. I guess so. Well, fuck you too. Yeah, Amelia's the first. 13th. On January 28th at 13, that was Amelia. Second one was Lucas's murder. I have to do all of this again. Speedrun. Again. Amelia, 13th of August. Leo Fire. First letter of the name A1. And then we went with R for the second. Right? I think so, yeah. I put 2. So, month, first hour was 13. 28. Okay, peace off. October 5th. My brain. Libra, air. That was the one. Third letter of the name or the first was C. So 3. And it was, if there are more than 5 letters in the surname, then the key letter of the surname is the 5th one. So it was E5. Month 9, hour 20. Day. No, day was 6. No. Piss off. Am I hearing whispers? No. They would be stronger. We don't need Amelia's. Lucas. Motherfucker. Can you just choose the man one? I did, for Lucas. The moon. Justice. Nice. The Emperor. This number 4. The killer is a man. No, like without the whole tarot thing? I don't know. No, I need one tarot for the dossier, so I have to do it. Okay, so 28th of January. (1903) at 13. Mr. Jerry. Cry in silence. And that is where she died, 7 Glower Street. Now at 20 September 6th. No. Did I get this right? Yes. This should be fine. I have the dossier, it's Jerry, where he was at the first hour of the murder. 13th of January 1903, Glower Street 7, that's where she was found. He was found at Glower Street 4, September 6th. It should be fine. And the tarot reading, the killer is a man. Jerry, first clue, first murder. Yeah. A murder weapon was found in Mr. Hancock's house. I believe that he did not act alone, but he refuses to name any accomplices. I know who the accomplice is, but you don't let me put multiple people as the killer. He almost immediately confessed and said that he was haunted by thoughts of their murder. These thoughts didn't end even with the death of the walkers. Now he dreams about other murders. This cannot be a coincidence. All killers mention strange dreams and voices. It seems that among the dead hides the one who can control the living. It's good that there is one among us who is able to control the dead. It is you who can control them and not vice versa, right? Well, that remains to be seen. But wait, if it's the grandma, was she the one who compelled people to kill our parents at the beginning of the game? Why? Rags to riches. There must be an explanation. Should I do this now? I might have to keep this. Last case. I'll do this last and then I'll stop. There must be an explanation of why you are starting to see her more often. Maybe it's because you are using more of her rituals and they are making contact easier? Why does she hunt you if she herself left you all these instructions? I know it's hard for you, but we have to keep going. You've seen the last case. Those who hear the voice cannot stop after one murder. Someone has to catch the guilty, otherwise we will face even more deaths. Over the past couple of months, screams and sounds of fighting became a common thing. Such a fight recently happened on the outskirts. We have found a body in a homeless camp at Southway Road 1. I talked to the informant and identified 5 suspects who could have been there at the time of death, 1904, early September. The problem is that they can hide anywhere. I don't need to find all people from there, just the killer. Send me the name of the killer and where he is today, on 13th of November, 11th, 1904. Okay, interesting. The game is 13 plus ending. You are on 7. Yeah, I think I'll stop after this one. Okay, so I need to know who the killer is and where they are hiding today. Brantley Hopkins. He arrived in the city by train a little less than a year ago. He has a record for disorderly conduct. He visited a gambling house from time to time. Its workers say that he recently won a large sum of money. Okay. So I need your date of death. Ryan Turner, former soldier. He was detained several times for violating the order. He worked on the laying of the railway until he injured his leg. Several interviewed witnesses said that he has scars on his body from old gunshot wounds. I'm gonna have to do a mix of all 4, won't I? Street artist. He sold his drawings at the intersection of Highfield and Nowhere. Not so long ago, after he started to hang out with Edwards, he began to dabble in petty theft. With Edwards. A handyman and a troublemaker. He was fired after he stole money from work. He had a passion for poker, and this is a dangerous thing. Alexandra Stanley. She's a beggar, and this is the only thing we know about her. You can usually find her near the town hall on Barnhill Street. Okay. First things first. This fucking wheel. Fourth of March. Pisces water. Pisces. The last letter of the name. Y. Which is 1. If the surname has identical letters. Shit. Hopkins. No. If not, then it's the first one. H. 5. We'll see if it's correct. Month 9th. He died in, 1904. So that's fine. Day 3. Hour 2. Okay, 2 in the morning. That was correct. I do think we'll be needing this. Candle. Rods are silent. Okay. Okay. So that's not going to work. Tarot reading. Oh, fuck. Is it downstairs? Yeah, it's the bathroom one. Mr. Brian. Oh, lucky me. The High Priestess, too. The murderer has an accomplice. Well, shit. Okay. Always bashing the door in my face. Rude. Rods are silent, I don't need this. So we know he died Southway Road 1. Let's start with Mr. Turner. 1904, 3rd of September at 2. Fuck. I don't know if this means death. I'm just gonna walk around the place. Huh. Okay. Where were you? Glower Street. Okay. And I'm looking Southway Road. Southway Road. So it was here. This is where the murder happened. Max Richardson. You were both at the same place? Sebastian. Ooh. Sebastian, okay. Elliot. Fuck. Ah, it's the one upstairs. Shush, Grandma. I'm working here. Okay, Elliot Edwards. Ah. Okay, Alexandra. Just in case. Okay. So, let's read them again. Troublemaker. Passion for poker. Sold his drawings at the intersection of Highfield and Nowhere. Began to dabble in petty theft. He visited a gambling house. Yeah, checks out. Edwards loves gambling. Became partners in crime with Sebastian. Sebastian is a thief. He just won some money. Okay. But I don't know which of the two killed him? Do I have two options this time? No. Shit. How am I supposed to... The rods were silent. Okay. I don't need Alexandra, Ryan, and Max. Let me try again for this. Hi, Grandma. I didn't even see you. But this is only for the... Yeah. No, this isn't gonna work. It's only for the suspect. Candle means rod is are silent. What if... No, I cannot count on this ritual to help me. Okay. It's all only for the victim, though. The wheel is just to find out the date of death of the victim. The tarot is for the victim as well, right? Yeah. Well, fuck. Okay. Shut up. Let's see. 22, 30th of November. Nope, that wrong way. (1904). Where is he? Out. He's not out of town? No? Okay. What about Sebastian? Fucking hell. I think I really have to guess, which is stupid. Because if I fail, I have to do all of this again. Huh? Oh! Elliot killed his accomplice. Interesting. Sebastian is dead. Well, this makes things easier. Elliot. Catch the man who killed a friend to get his winnings. Of course. It turned out that we are dealing with two murders. This morning Edwards tried to hang himself in his cell. He said that he planned to share the loot with Bulk, but the devil convinced him to keep everything for himself. We were right, it was this voice again. The people who've fallen under the influence of the voice are not connected in any way. They have only two things in common. First, they all live in our town. And second, this voice compels them to commit murders. Whoever that voice is, it wants to drown our city in blood. Maybe our grandmother was trying to stop it, and then she got possessed? Huh, maybe. Okay, I can stop here, I think. There is an autosave, right? Please tell me there's an autosave. Okay. Oh, perfect. There's the chapter selection. Okay, not bad. I'm enjoying it. It's just my blindness that didn't help me for the Thanatos wheel. So I'll finish this next time I stream. Maybe. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for coming by and see you next time for the end of the game. Bye bye.